Hi, my name is Shirley Silas. I'm a University of Houston senior working towards my bachelor's degree in English language arts and reading, 4 through 8. You have to forgive me, I'm kind of recovering from a bit of a cold, so I sound a little stuffy. But just wanted to share a little bit of my background and how much of a connection I have to English language learners. I myself came to the United States when I was 2 years old from India, and both my parents grew up in India as well. So when they came to the United States, um, my mom grew up predominantly in a town that didn't speak much English. It was mainly the native language of Kannada. That's Kannada, not Canada. Um, and my dad grew up in a bigger city where there was a lot of British influence. So there was a lot of British English. And my dad was a lot more familiar with English by the time we came to the States. Um, Growing up in the States, the first 3 years of life, of course, my native tongue was what I spoke until 2 years old. And then when I started school, um, I was pretty, you know, connected with English. I understood English, and my parents, would speak both English and Kannada to kind of get my mom more familiar with English. So, my dad and mom would also try to speak both at home. Um, and we were exposed to English, of course, by PBS, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, The Electric Company, and all those awesome shows that um, really helped a lot of English language learners as well as native speakers get familiarized with the language. I think my background is going to be an advantage for me because when I am going to deal with the issues of English language learners, um, my experience growing up is going to be able to help me be more empathetic to the needs of my English language learners, help them kind of assimilate to the culture more, as well as helping them understand the importance of remembering their heritage, remembering their cultures as well. Um, I recall, another one of our classmates' videos saying the importance of helping our English language learners know that their native language is just as important, to their learning experience. And even till this day, thankfully, even though, I would attempt to carry a conversation with my parents, they would giggle at my Canada. But, now um, I really cherish Canada, and I wish that I was more fluent in it. And, obviously, because that was my first language, I still can understand, I would say, at least 80% of it. If someone's really speaking, quickly, or, it'd be harder for me to grasp a lot of the complex words. But unfortunately, I don't know how to read and write it. And that's one big regret I have. I wish I knew how to read and write it. When we went to India for about 9 months, when I was about 9 years old in fourth grade, I had to be in school in Mangalore for those 9 months so that I wouldn't, miss out on too much as far as my education. And then I had to take Kannada, and it was tough because I had to learn the alphabet. And um, I would honestly say, if we here in the States treated um, the English language learners the way I was kind of treated because I didn't know Kannada, I think it would be a real disservice because I was never motivated to learn how to read and write it because they just kind of if you didn't do your Kannada homework, you had to go sit in the corner. And that never helped me learn the language. And so, um, you know, it was hard for me because I was 9 years old, because, you know, it, I was literally learning a whole new language. Even though my parents had spoken it, even though I'd heard it all my life, trying to read and write Kannada was so hard. And so I'm thankful for that circumstance situation in my life, that it's taught me to be more empathetic, and hopefully I won't do that to my students. Um, and unfortunately, because of that experience, I was never able to really read and write Kannada, which I wish I knew how to do now. Um, I think being a future English teacher, I'm going to be faced with it even more and more than probably math or science. I'm going to be in the front lines of English language learners, because I'll be um, the one having to teach them um, the basics of English and writing and things like that. And even though I'll be starting off at fourth grade, I would love, to get them as early as possible, because the early we can catch the English language learners and help them establish their English learning, the better. So anyway, thanks again for listening to my first vlog, and hope to post many more. Have a good day.